body quivers with repression. I would have never guessed she'd be so sentimental. Thou art not alone in thy tears, your ladyship. We too shall never forget the memories forged during the last 7 weeks together.
You dare to waste the food I worked so hard to prepare! Ah! Now I believe you turd cutters have paperwork to complete!
Guess I read that situation wrong. So much for sympathy. How's your head feel, Gakudo?
If I'm being honest, not so good, actually.
No time for self-pity. I say let's get the gears turning on your plan.
It's impossible. Put simply, yours truly's plan needs more time than we've been given.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah, like what, man? We're kinda out of options here.
We will simply write a plea directly to the chairman.
To the chairman?
That's right. We'll write an appeal and stick it on one of our forms. Then we can speak to him in person about this DTO trap set by the Underground Student Council.
Of course. That could buy us a couple days while the chairman conducts an investigation.
Couple extra days would come in handy.
Which will give us enough time to follow Gakuto's plan and track down hard evidence of DTO.
Wise up. We'll just get shot down again.
Don't think like that, Shingo! We can't accept getting kicked out of school lying down! Not until we've made it to summer. Until the wet t-shirt contest. When you talk about giving up, all I hear is I don't want to see nipples through transparent clinging clothing!
But I do, man! I want it more than anything in the world!
What'd you say? Sound up like you've got a pair!
I want to see them! Perky Nips poking through wet t-shirts like nature intended, like pencil erasers from heaven!
I know. That's why we've got to keep the faith, man.
How strange. It feels like I've forgotten something. That one day, in the nurse's office. What was it? And why did I think back to it when I saw these mushrooms?
Have you bitches filled out those forms yet?
Yes, ma'am.
What's this shit?
It's for the chairman, madam.
You wrote a fucking appeal?
I know it won't do us any good, but we wanted to send this note as a sort of official apology. Please, madam, give us one last shot at dignity!
Huh, how adorable. I'll put it on the fridge. All right, I'll take it to him.
We are forever in your debt!
It's late.
I'm afraid our breakfast isn't coming. And yet hunger isn't the only reaction taking place in my gut.
Think he'll come down here? Assuming this ball breaker gave him the note in the first place.
I really don't think this is gonna work, guys.
You're gonna be fine, even if it is just blind hope.
Then why hasn't the chairman dragged his ass down here yet?
No clue.
It isn't him. Does that mean?
As previously scheduled, your expulsions became official as of today. Form a line and follow me. You are hereby ordered to return to the dorms and retrieve any personal effects before you leave. This is your last work detail. Erase any sign of your presence. I don't want so much as a single hair to get left behind by you dumb pricks.
It can't be! How could you be so cruel, Madam Vice President, tearing up our appeal so carelessly? Deceiver! You gave us your word of honor!
The time for talking is over. Now shut up and walk.
Today's the day those idiots get kicked out. I guess I won't get my payback on that dumbass Kiyoshi after all. Whatever, I'll just bash him in the stomach real hard before he leaves school for good. That's weird. This mushroom is making me think of passing out in the nurse's office too. But why? Almost. Got it.
This is the beginning of the end for you. I hope you enjoyed your last meal and it gave you some sense of closure. Any final words from the condemned?
Any last words should be directed towards me, shouldn't they? It's part of my job. Agreed.
Hello, Father.
What the hell is he doing here? I know for a fact he didn't get that note. What did you snot nachos do?
Come, let's head back to the prison. I need to have a word with you boys. I could go for a hot cup of tea, please.
Oh, yes, sir.
So what made the chairman want to come down to our dungeon?
Haven't the foggiest notion. The Vice President ripped our appeal letter into pieces.
Sneaky little rats. I ripped up their little letter, but it still got through.
A decoy.
A decoy?
Yep. I wrote the legit appeal on my withdrawal request form, then made a dummy note. That's what got ripped up. I figured she'd get rid of the obvious note, and then it would go to her head. Never thinking to check the contents of the requests themselves.
Positively genius, much akin to the clever stratagem employed by the brilliant and shrewd Pang Tong during the Battle of Red Cliffs.
I'll have to take your word for it on that one, man.
Pray tell, what did you write on the form to catch his eye?
I came here because I got your message. Before we start, let's get one thing straight. I've made some mistakes, but kissing a blackmailer's ass wasn't one. Boy!
Blackmail?
Must be something he's been trying to hide. Guess I picked the right hot button. I had to go with what I witnessed on the other side of the wall if I really wanted to get his attention. It's the trump card I've been saving to persuade the chairman to postpone our expulsion.
Damn it, what are they talking about in there? Hana? Where is he? Where's that bastard Kiyoshi? Dickhead!
You've got it wrong. I only mentioned that to make sure we got this conversation. The fact of the matter is, the USC set us up.
Yes, I've heard this all before. But you have no credible evidence to verify this accusation, do you?
Not at the moment. No.
1 more week! No, 3 more days should give us enough time to find proof!
I understand. You want more time to gather evidence and build a case for yourselves. And to that end, you need to have your expulsions postponed, correct? Well then, between booties and breasts, which do you prefer? Speak!
Who, me? Which do I prefer?
Buttocks or breasts? Well...
Given the choice, yours truly would have to go with
Hold on a second, guys. Why don't you sit back while I field his question?
Go right ahead.
They don't know it, but the chairman's putting us to a test. I have to remember. Which one was it? Evita! Argentina! Booties are what we love!
You have answered wisely. Allow me to share with you a motto I believed in throughout my life. Nobody who is an ass man can be all bad. Agreed.
Freaking jackpot!
So then, does that mean you'll postpone our expulsions, Honorable Master Chairman?
No. I cannot in good conscience give my approval, yet. After all, your claims to be ass men could have been disingenuous scheming. Who knows? Why did you choose butts? Well, a true ass man would already know the answer to this riddle. Breasts are great fun, so why did you pick asses? Speak.
Could answering this one question determine the course of the rest of our lives?
Of course, now I see! The question's like the riddle of the Sphinx!
What has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? That's the way the riddle goes, am I right, Gakuto?
Indeed. And according to the legend, those who answered the question incorrectly got killed and eaten by the giant lion pharaoh monstrosity!
And our answer's gonna kinda determine the same thing.
Answer wrong and we're expelled.
But then, on the other hand, if we answer the question right,